Do you want to make $1,000 per day? Yes, me too actually. So if you find a way, please tell me as well, please. We will, however, try to make $100 per week using the wheel strategy, or as Adam calls it, the cheat code of trading, where we essentially are selling puts and calls and being paid for it. What does that even mean? What am I blabbering about? Well,
it's free real estate.
Let's pull up the Apple stock here on Robinhood and click Trade Options. If you don't have this button here, it's because you eat too many cookies. No, I'm kidding. You must enable it from your account settings. Click it and it's gonna bring up the option chain with all the contracts. This option chain will be different for each stock. And it might be a bit intimidating at first with all these numbers and percentages and some kind of dots and stains. Wait, what is this? Oh, my monitor was just dirty, sorry. We only have numbers and percentages here, but after a few trades you get the hang of it and it becomes really like a piece of cookie. So buying calls and puts is straightforward. You buy call when you think stock will go up and you buy a put when you speculate stock might go down. The amount you gotta pay for these contracts is displayed here and it's called "These are so expensive I can't afford this, you crazy?" People also call them premiums. This number right here, which is multiplied by 100 because each contract has 100 shares. So who is collecting these so-called premiums? Well, the people who are selling puts and calls, which in this case will be us. Let's sell a put here. We're gonna go to the Sell tab, Put, and today is Monday, so we'll choose December 4th, which is this Friday. We're gonna choose the price 117. By doing so, I am collecting this premium of $102, which is being paid by the trader who is buying this put for $102. Does that make sense? Not confusing at all. So what's the catch? Why isn't everyone doing this and become a millionaire already? Great question. At the end of the expiration date, December 4th, if the price is below 117, I am obligated to buy 100 shares of Apple at 117 per share. Therefore, I need to have enough money in my account to complete this transaction. In this case, it will be 117 times 100, $11,700. It is displayed right here. Robinhood is locking it up and keeping it as collateral. Collateral? Collateral. You get it. Now, if by the end of December 4th, if Apple stock price is above 117, my collateral, god dang it, my $11,700 is released and I can use it to sell another put and so on and so on. However, if I do have to buy 100 shares, now I can sell calls. I'm spinning the wheel in the opposite direction. Obviously, I'm able to sell calls only if I already own 100 shares of this specific stock. We click on the calls tab here and choose a price that we are comfortable to sell our shares. Remember, if by expiration date the stock price is higher than the price I chose, then I'm obligated to sell my 100 shares at that price that I chose. And I might choose 118, so not only we will be making money for selling our shares at a higher price than what we bought them for, but we will also collect the premiums. We can choose 117, in this case we are making money only by collecting the premiums. Now look here, when I collected the premium of $100, well 102, but we'll round it up to 100, by selling that put at 117 per share, I have offsetted my buying price to 116. How? And what? Well, if I spent $11,700, but I got that $100 in premium, so therefore I paid, 11,700 minus 100, 11,600, which I'm dividing by 100 shares, and that is 116 per share. I know I'm throwing a lot of numbers at you, but hopefully that all makes sense somehow. So I can choose the price of 116 to sell my call, but only to increase my chances of selling those 100 shares and free up my capital that I can use to invest in other stock or other options. If I'm not eager to sell my 100 shares, then I can always choose a higher price to sell my calls. Obviously the premiums there won't be that exciting. And there you have it. It is possible to make $100 per week, but you need a pile ton of money invested to do so. I am now realizing that I should have led with this kind of important side note in the beginning of the video. You can choose any stock you want, by the way. TNA, you might use only 5,000 in collateral. Obviously choose a well-known company that you don't mind owning 100 shares of. And there are many nuances like that when trading options. Do more research and be mindful of investing. Jokes aside, it's just not fun when you trade and don't know what you're doing. I highly recommend Adam from In the Money channel. He goes in more depth and using the correct terminologies that I should have used but didn't. Instead, I used the word cookie like 100 times, and I'm going to punish myself by eating 100 cookies later. Hey, if you subscribe, maybe I'll give you a cookie as well. Currently, I'm not sharing my cookies with anyone, so you're welcome to join me. Alright, take care, be safe, and eat more cookies.